So hello you guys, welcome back. This is just a quick little chat video about the episode that we just saw, like I usually do. A lot happened in that episode. Okay. I guess would you start at the start? So first of all, Princess. She's somebody who, she's gonna split people down the middle. You're either gonna love her or you're gonna hate her. She is that kind of eccentric, larger than life, kind of Ezekiel type character, I suppose. She reminds me of Eugene too a lot. You either click with her or you don't, and I like her an awful lot. I feel like already we've broken down the boundaries as to what she's like. You know what I'm saying? Like with Ezekiel, when King Ezekiel first came into it, we got a little bit of him being like the king, and then we had that moment with him and Carol where he kind of broke down a little bit and he was like, listen, like, I'm just a dude, this is my backstory. I like that we did get a small bit of that with her already to kind of humanize her and bring her back down a little bit to earth rather than having her be this extravagant, crazy character. Getting to see that little human moment where she said, what was it, you're hard to love? I like her. I really do. She seems like she kind of puts forward this crazy persona when underneath she's just somebody who wants to be around people and wants to be loved and be a part of something. And the fact that we got straight to that point within the first episode of her being introduced, I like it. Rather than waiting forever to give her backstory. Yeah. I still stand by what I said about her outfit. Her jacket looks like it's going to get really wet and soggy. But, you know, I think the fact that she rigged the whole city as well was really fucking funny. A very unique way of trying to keep normalcy, I suppose. But, like, fair play to her. She kept herself alive for a year by herself. She kept her hair dyed purple. I think she's done a pretty good job so far. Now, I know the whole mine incident where she was walking through the thing and all the bombs are going off, that probably will piss people off and you'll have a lot of people say, well, we can't trust her. But, I mean, we got an explanation for that. She didn't mean to. It was a moment of stupidness when she could have gone another route. I get that. But, like, she wanted to be around people for a little bit longer. And particularly in this day and age, you can kind of relate to that. You know what I'm saying? I like her and I'm excited to see more. Touching on something that Kelly said in the car with Carol. That scene that we had with Carol and Kelly in the car and they're talking. Like when she said it about her and kind of everyone else knowing Carol's backstory. You know? Or like when she said it about how Connie used to say that her losing her hearing was a superpower and now you've other people learning sign. We saw that with Aaron and Alden up in the windmill when they were like doing kind of brief sign to each other. The fact that now that's coming in useful to other people too. You know, I liked that we did touch on that and that was kind of brought up. I still stand by what I said. They could have just jumped down from the sky like Batman style on top of Beta and just stabbed him in the head and been done with it, you know. I feel like as long as Beta is around, the Whisperers will have somebody to follow. If Beta were to fall, the Whisperers would be like, well shit, who do we follow? And eventually they would just kind of wither out and disperse and there would be no more Whisperers. Whereas Beta is there for now to kind of lead them, I suppose. Beta's going through something too. What the fuck? He's hearing voices, he's talking to himself, he's twitching. I'm like, honey, maybe it's the fact that you got two fucking masks sewn together, you're hearing two different frequencies apart from your own. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. I really didn't think that Beta would go on to fuck things up as much as he did. Motherfucker led a whole ass herd. Oh my god. The Judith and Daryl moment was something that I liked a lot too. I mean, I said I'm going to do like a season recap video soon. So like I'm not going to go too much into things. But for now, I will just say I've loved watching Daryl grow. And I've loved watching his and Judith's relationship grow too. Because he's been there since she was born, you know what I'm saying? So he has gotten to watch her grow. But having her come to him and be like, I want to do what you do. Or I want to see what you do, whatever. That must have been a kind of sobering moment for him. Because then he showed her what he does. And she was like, whoa, what the fuck? Getting to see her have that childlike moment. I've said this before. Judith is the kind of character that you gotta be careful with. You gotta kind of tread the line with her because you run the risk of making her too grown up and too mature. Or too childish and stay in the house, Coral. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go down that road with her. And I feel like they really have done a good job of keeping her mature, keeping her level-headed, while at the same time showing these struggles that she's gonna encounter as she's growing up in this world. So seeing her be like, wait, we just left her out in the middle of the forest after we killed her. What if that happened to somebody that we love? And then seeing her say to Daryl, I was afraid that you'd leave. That really reminded me of the scene in the barn with Rick and Coral, where like Rick said, one day, you know, people you love are going to die or whatever. I'm going to be gone. Your mom's going to be gone. Truthfully, you too are going to be gone, Coral. But you know what I'm saying? It was kind of echoing that kind of coming of age moment of when you realize death is a very real thing that's going to happen. And that's a super sensitive topic to talk about now, I know, but in regards to the show, I thought it fit well, you know? Now onto the Negan and Lydia moment. Right. Negan's somebody that I have explained my kind of views on before. This scene felt strange. I get what he's trying to do. I get it that they're trying to give Negan a redemption arc, okay? And I'm like, alright, we'll watch it, we'll see how it plays out. But in this circumstance, I felt it was a bit weird. I don't know how I felt about that, about him saying to Lydia, like, oh, I liked your mom, There was things about her I didn't like, but there was things about her I did like. I'm like, dude, Alpha was fucking evil. And I understand the whole your mother is still your mother thing. You can't take that away. So Lydia will be going through serious emotional stuff right now. Trying to grapple with, oh my god, this really happened. My mom's dead. But at the same time, she hated her mother. And her mother was abusive and a piece of shit towards her. You know what I'm saying? So I get that Lydia's struggling. But having Negan be the one to swoop in and be like, I don't know. I'm just like, well, what qualifies him to have that talk with her? He saved her life before. They have a little bit of a relationship, I guess. But at the same time, I just don't know. To me, he doesn't feel like the one that she should be having that conversation with. I feel like, if anybody, maybe Daryl would be somebody to have that conversation with, given the fact he had a strained relationship with Merle and Merle died. You know what I'm saying? Daryl could probably relate a bit more, but they're really trying to push the redemption arc, which I get it. But I just don't think that scene worked really well. Although that scene where she kind of did break down and start beating the ever-loving fuck out of his chest, and then we had the hug and the crying, and it was so emotional. It was done really well by both of them. It did kind of tug at the heartstrings, but at the same time, I'm like, I thought it was weird, Does anyone else agree on that point, or did you love that scene? Because, I don't know. I kind of agree more with what Lydia was getting at. The way that Lydia said that Negan is just selfish. And I'm like, yeah. See, again, I don't know. I'm grappling with everything because he killed Alpha, but at the same time, he kind of admitted to liking parts of her and things that she did. And he did kill Alpha, but what was his other option? Do nothing? You know what I'm saying? The only reason he was let out was because of Carol making that deal with him, so he kind of had to do it. So you got to ask yourself, how much of this redemption is him actually wanting to change and do better? And how much of it is just convenience? And I know I'm going to get people that love Negan arguing, telling me I'm wrong. I'm going to get people that hate Negan arguing, telling me I'm wrong, because that's just what happens when you talk about Negan. Jeffrey's a great actor. Negan has been a roller coaster to watch, but this is probably the first point that I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I'm not sold, if that makes sense. I mean, we saw him in the last episode change and save Daryl and not kill Daryl and kill the Whisperers. And it's like, oh, okay, so he's on our team. But at the same point, like I've said, you got to ask yourself, why is he on our team? Because he doesn't have any other choice. He doesn't have anywhere else to go. He doesn't have anybody in his corner. So it's like, that was just a very long, very wild train of thought there. I apologise. On the plus side, I can't wait to see our fucking group bicycling through the streets. Because they don't have cars, but they have bikes apparently. So okay. Yeah, I thought it was a good episode. It wasn't a season finale, and that was pretty clear. It didn't have the season finale vibe or mood to it. So it is what it is. That's not their fault. I mean, it's not supposed to be the season finale. It's just it for now for us. I'm very excited to see where the season officially ends. What episode 16 holds for us. Now, there's been no update as to when we're getting it or when it's going to be released. But I think I read somewhere that it was almost done and there's just finishing touches to put on that they can't physically do at the moment. And I'm like, I get that. Everything's up in the air. But yeah. I'm excited to see how this season ends. There's been so much this season, and I have to go back and rewatch it and make notes because I'm going to be doing a couple of videos on this season, things I felt worked, didn't work, favorite moments, stupid little things that I don't always cover in these types of videos. I'm going to be putting together bigger videos that are more in depth and better explained because, yeah, I've got a lot of thoughts and a lot happened. So I'm excited to go back and rewatch and see what bits I missed or what bits will stick out to me upon second viewing. But yeah, for now, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you want to see more content, I have a Patreon where I do reactions to throwback episodes of The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, Telltale's The Walking Dead, Superstore, and with an E, Peaky Blinders, Lucifer, movies, live streams, and this week I'm starting Doctor Who and the 100 reactions. So there's lots going on over there. There's going to be a constant stream of uploads over there. The link to my Twitter is also in the bio. The link to my Twitter is also in the description down below if you would like to connect, send a tweet, look at my tweets, I don't know, whatever. The link is down below for you. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As I said at the end of my reaction video, there's going to be videos posted here too, so keep your eye on my channel. There's going to be some fun videos going up. So yeah, keep an eye here is all I will say. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you all soon.